This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Here now's the news for Wednesday, October 29th of 2025. Disney sets up stage for Jollywood Nights at Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you aren't aware, if you're wondering what stage that is, they are setting up the ice rink stage in front, right in front of the Chinese theater. They're getting that set up for Jollywood Nights. So if you happen to see that stage, that's what that's for. The Glisten ice rink show at Jollywood Nights. Magic Kingdom holiday decorations start on November 2nd. So they are going to soon be getting set up for Christmas. So enjoy those Halloween decorations while they last, because they will not be lasting that much longer. On November 1st, they're gonna rip them. They're gonna rip them down, and then on November 2nd, they're gonna start putting everything up for Christmas. So again, enjoy those Halloween decorations while they last, because they're not gonna be around much longer for this year. Walt Disney World extends standby queue for the Haunted Mansion. This is because of the work that they're doing on the former Rivers of America section, and the old what was that kiosk there? Was it a vacation club kiosk? There's some kind of kiosk. I can't remember what it was, but that whole thing is obviously being demolished. I will tell you, the queue for the Haunted Mansion is abysmal. It is. This construction is really kind of, not great for this Haunted Mansion queue. And the Haunted Mansion has been getting a lot busier recently. Because this is the Halloween season, everybody in the world wants to ride the Haunted Mansion. So that standby queue is horrendous. It is horrendous. So, because of the work being done on the old boat dock and the queue, that line for the Haunted Mansion is abysmal. It is abysmal. It stretches all the way back to Frontierland. It pretty much blocks the paths of Frontierland, because it used to, the extended standby queue used to go, it used to go, down the steps, past the, out by the Rivers of America, past the, past the riverboat. So it was, the extended queue was kind of more out of the way. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. I hope now that we're, after Halloween season ends, the Haunted Mansion foot traffic won't be as bad. I mean, let's face it, it's still gonna be bad, okay? But hopefully it won't be as bad. Because man, it is it is a trip to get into that queue. It is. That queue is abysmal. It is abysmal. I mean, it's getting as bad as Peter Pan. Not the lightning, not the, now, the standby line for Peter Pan is usually fine, but that lightning lane, the extended queue for the lightning lane goes all the way back to Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, so it's like, it's getting as bad as that. So, again, now that we're kind of getting out of Halloween season, hopefully that standby line won't be as bad, but, I mean, it's still going to be bad. It's still going to be bad, no question about it. Now it's just a matter of time before, the holiday season starts, and, then it's going to be, then I'm going to be interested. Then I'm going to be interested to see what they do with the extended queue, because it's going to be abysmal. It is really, really going to be abysmal. I think the last day for my pass for this year is December 19th or the 20th or something like that. Pretty late. But man, I am interested. I am gonna be very interested to see what happens with that extended Haunted Mansion queue come Christmas time, because that's the busiest, one of the busiest times of the year is Christmas. So I would be very interested to see what happens with that queue, because it's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty. And I'll tell you what, I waited in that line during the Halloween party. I knew Haunted Mansion was going to be bad, so I waited until 10 o'clock when the fireworks started. The queue was a little better, but it was still bad. It was still pretty bad. It was still really, really busy. So, again, I'm interested to see what happens. What happens during, not only Thanksgiving, but Christmas. I am very interested to see what happens here. A goat has returned to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at the Magic Kingdom. So I know people are going to be sitting there going, oh, whoopee, a goat. Great, well, whoopee. But it shows that they're making progress on this. They're making progress on this. They're installing the new track. They're getting everything rebuilt and everything. We still don't have an opening timeline for the ride, so we don't know when it's going to reopen. But, sometime in 2026, sometime, next year. If, I don't know if I would say spring. I would probably say summer of 2026, because that's when people are going to be on vacations. If I had to take a guess, I don't know. That's speculation. I don't want to, say it's it's opening summer of 2026, but I would, if I had to take a wild guess, that's when I would say it would reopen, is summer of 2026. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. It could open earlier, it could open much later than that. I have no idea. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Space Mountain Exit is receiving refurb work at Walt Disney World. So when you exit out of the queue from when you exit out of the ride, out of Space Mountain, there, don't be alarmed, because if there's construction walls and stuff there, because they're refurbishing this exit. So, just, it may get a little cramped in there. I don't know. I mean, Space Mountain's not really one of the rides that I go on a lot, because it's rough. It is, it's rough. It's a really rough ride. So, I'm hoping sometime, hopefully sometime down the road, that's another project that they can work on, is the track for Space Mountain, because man, that is a really rough track. That is a rough track. So Astrophiz sign has been revealed at the Magic Kingdom. This is where the former Cool Ship location was located. So this is going to be, they're going to be selling churros and drinks and, soft drinks and stuff like that at this new location. In the beginning, I really didn't care for that Astrophiz ship. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's growing on me, though. It is growing on me. I'm interested to see what you guys think, but it's starting to, it's, I look at it and it's like, that doesn't look all that bad. It's not bad. Could be better, but it's like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm comfortable with this. Christmas tree truck popcorn bucket is coming to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year. Obviously, I can't show you it because I haven't been yet. So, but I have seen the pictures. It looks cute. It's Mickey Mouse driving a truck, and it's got a Christmas tree in it, and he's loaded that up and ready to go. It looks great, but obviously I can't show you because I haven't been yet. So, but it looks great. Looks adorable, and I'm interested to see where the popcorn goes. I'm interested to see where the popcorn goes in this bucket. Theming has been added to Zootopia Better Together meet and greet location at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So, where Doug and Russell used to meet is where Nick and Judy Hopps is going to meet. They are in their Zootopia 2 outfits from the movie. I didn't hear where Doug and Russell is moving. I think they're moving down the street. Oh, I know where they're moving. They're moving on the other side of the Tree of Life. That's where they're moving, is on the other side of the Tree of Life. I forgot I reported on that. Hello. That's what happens when you're old. You forget things. So, on the other side of the Tree of Life is where Doug and Russell are going to be meeting. And then in their former meet and greet is where Nick and Judy Hopps will be meeting. And again, that starts on November 7th, when Zootopia Better Together premieres at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And guess who's going to be there for fighting the crowds? Me! Hooray! exterior facade work continues at Disney Lakeshore Lodge. This lodge replaces Reflections, Lakeshore Lodge, which replaces the old River Country. I don't like the building. I really don't. I don't like it. I don't know how I feel about when it's going to be actually completed, but looking at it, it looks like a tent. It looks like a tent. They look like tents. It's like, I don't know. That doesn't look great. That doesn't look great. That's just as bad as the shipping containers at Fort Wilderness, where they ripped out the old cabins and they put in those shipping containers. So these tents, I don't know. I don't like the look of them. I'm gonna have to wait and see until they're actually completed, but I'm sitting there and I'm just scratching my head and I'm like, I don't know, that doesn't look great to me. That doesn't look great. Three more November dates for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas parties have been sold out. So, sooner rather than later, if you haven't bought your ticket, I would buy it sooner rather than later. Because, I mean, as we all know, it's going to sell out because, they sell out every year. So, I would get your tickets sooner rather than later if you're planning on going. Ariel Meet and Greet has been moved to a new location at Disney's Hollywood Studios. She's now meeting near the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, because that makes sense. Why did they move her meet and greet? I have no idea. I don't know why they moved it. They haven't said anything about it, so I am interested. I have no idea. Are they refurbishing her original meet and greet? We have no idea. We really have no idea. So I don't know why she's meeting at a different location, much less Echo Lake in front of the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. I have no idea. But, I mean, you could move her to a location that makes sense. I mean, I really have no idea. That's just out of place. So, I don't know, but again, I don't know why they moved her meet and greet. We have no idea. We're just going to have to wait on details. But in front of Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, why? I have no idea. Of all the locations you could have picked, why there? I have no idea. I have no idea. Christmas decor begins to arrive at Living with the Land at Epcot. So, this is one of my favorite holiday overlays for Living with the Land. They decorate Living with the Land every year. It hasn't been budget cut yet, thankfully, thank God. But they do this every year. They decorate the greenhouses in Living with the Land with Christmas lights and all kinds of decorations, snowmen and Christmas trees and all kinds of, big oversized ornaments. I love it. I love that overlay. So, you can ride it in the daytime, which is fine, but ride it at night. Ride it at when the sun goes down. Ride it at night, because obviously the Christmas lights are turned on and it's really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. I have a video up on my channel that I put up on the last year of the holiday overlay. I love it. I love that overlay. So if you can't make it to Disney World, you can check out that video right here on my channel. I did put it up. All right, and this last story I saved for last, because this one really hurts my heart. Muppet Vision 3D marquee has now been ripped down at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Man, that hurts. Man, that hurts to say. The marquee is no more. It was covered with a sheet. Now the sign is completely gone. It has been ripped out. So the last remnant of Muppet Vision 3D is gone. It is gone. Man, just I never thought that I would see the day when this great attraction would be closing. I had no idea. I mean, if you asked me, like 10 years ago, if you told me that 10 years ago Muppet Vision 3D would be closing, I would look at you and I'd be like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? There's no way Disney would do that. Well, now we're eating our words, because obviously now it's happened. So, will they bring it back? God, I hope so. I really, really hope so. Will this management team do that? I don't know, because I don't really have a lot of faith that they're going to do that. I would like for them to do that. I think a lot of other people would. Will it happen? I don't know. Probably not going to happen, but, who knows? They may surprise us. They may surprise us and, bring back Muppet Vision 3D. So, we'll just have to wait and see. But there you are. There is your news. I apologize for not being here on Monday. I had to close on Monday, so I wasn't at work, so I couldn't do the news. But if all else fails, I should be here on Friday. So I should be back on Friday to do the last news story of the week. But again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys very much for watching this video. You guys have a great rest of your day. And remember that, please, I almost forgot. Please keep each other safe and healthy. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.